Pennywise the Dancing Clown! What is up, people? I'm MagChats, and today I have a brand new set that I built myself. You go there, Keith Hernandez, Biblehead, shake that head. But today I'm in this brand new set. I will do a tour if you guys want, but basically, if you couldn't tell from this poorly drawn image of Pennywise, it's kind of smudged now. This is a video about it. Also, you probably could tell from the title and thumbnail. But, so, today I'm making a video about it. You know, like the judge chats, like the beach one, not the beach one, the camp one, and the New England versus Florida one. And I'm back again, and I'm going to hopefully start making more of these and more classic MagChats, going back to the roots. You know what I'm saying? Preach, MagChats, preach! But, so yeah, this video is going to be comparing the old It and the new It. I saw both of them, and I was like, let's make a video about this, so let's get right into all that. Alright, so the first pro for the new side is that the actors are better. Like, I feel like in the original one, the actors weren't as good. They were like, Beverly wasn't like a good actress for the role in the original. Like, she was too small. And overall, all the kids were so tiny, and they were supposed to be high schoolers. It wasn't as realistic. And also, then we come to Ben, I think his name is. He's the, for lack of a better word, bigger kid that really likes all the history and stuff. And so, this kid, he's portrayed like all the bullies bully him because of his size and weight. So, in the original one, I feel like he was borderline husky at the most. Like, he wasn't that big. So, like, they shouldn't have been picking on him because of his size if he wasn't even that big. Like, but in the newer one, however, he was like, don't want to be mean, but he's a chubby kid. And I feel like that was a better, like, actor for the role. Okay, so another pro for the first one is that, like, not the quality of the movie, but, like, it was funny and scary. Like, some parts I was like, holy Jesus! Oh, I almost just knocked over my board. It's like standing up on two little push pins, and it already fell before. But, like, it's like, the new one's like, holy Jesus, oh my God, at some points. And all the actors are really funny. I was watching behind the scenes, and all the actors, they were, like, hilarious. And, like, with the original one, it was, like, I mean, it was kind of funny, but it was like 80s humor. What do you expect? It wasn't even scary whatsoever. That was the worst part about it. Alright, and so the last pro, I'm going to have 3 for each, pros and cons, 3 for each. So the last pro is that it was less vague. Like, overall, the movie explained things in more detail than in the original. In the original, like, they were left us to speculate more. But in this one, like, I mean, it let us speculate a lot, but it also just went right to the point and made it an easier movie to understand, which is usually tends to be a good thing. In this case, it is a good thing. And now comes the cons. So first up on the cons is that the kids didn't unite as much. Like, in the original one, they came together. Like, it started, like, they weren't friends, but like close friends. They knew each other, but they weren't friends before. Like, in the original one, it started with there's 4 friends. It started with Bill, Richie, I don't know their names, the Jewish kid, and the kid with the fake asthma. And so, oh, I almost knocked it over again. So then these 4 kids were already friends, and then, kind of like, as on the way, they picked up the other kids, like, who also experienced it. But, like, it wasn't as good as in the original one, where they unite when they're all throwing rocks at the bullies. I mean, they did throw rocks, but in the original one, I feel like they united more. Like, as they became friends throughout the movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, another con on the new movie is that the adults were portrayed more. There were more adults in the movie. So, like, in the original one, it basically just wanted to show that the kids are completely isolated from the outside world. They have no one that can save them. They have to save themselves. And until they get to adults, when they go back to fight it. Oh, I forgot to mention, specifically for this video, I'm only talking about childhood, because the new It movie was only their childhood. So we're only going to be talking about that. We're not going to be talking about them as adults from the 1990 version. But back on task. So, like, they used adults were more involved in the new movie, and I felt that wasn't as good because it gave them a sense of more security instead of like being alone in the world fighting it themselves. Like, felt like the original one had that more of a insecurity. And then the last con is that it misses vital story points. So basically, points in the movie that were in the 1990 version that were more key were not in the in the new version. Like Richie's fear. The only sign of his fear in the new movie is the werewolf hand in the trailer, like when they're in its house. But like in the original one, he meets the werewolf, and like it kind of helps show their fears more in the original one than in the new one. So like it misses key points like that in the new one. And now to the pros for the original 1990 version of it. So the first pro is that you felt for the characters more. You had a stronger connection. When they hurt, you hurt. When they were sad, you were sad. When they were mad, you were mad. Like, you felt for Billy and his like struggles to try and find his missing brother. But so yeah, you like felt for the characters more, and it like gave you like a more sense of the movie, and it made you like enjoy the movie a little bit better. And the next pro is that they like portrayed the main characters more. Like in the newer one, I feel like all the characters were like had an equal amount of like importance. I mean, like the whole Losers Club is important, but I feel like the main characters are more of Bev and Billy. Like they're the two main people in the Losers Club and their love connection. I feel like in the original one, it portrayed Bill's pain a lot more than in the new one. Like in the new one, he like you can see his pain in some scenes, but in the original one, like he's haunted. It like I mean, Georgie is his fear. Like when Pennywise turns into Bill's fear, it is Georgie. And but in the original one, like he's constantly haunted. Like in the photo book of George starts talking and it's bleeding. Like he's constantly haunted from Georgie, and that it's all his fault, and like he wants Georgie back. But in the original one, they find his body and he's dead and he bleeds out. But in the new one, his body is taken and they never find his body. So like I feel like in the new one, Bill had more of a like we need to find Bill. We need to find Georgie, and like he was like we gotta find him, guys. Let's do this. But in the original one, it's more of an anger, like, you killed my brother, Pennywise, I'm gonna beat you. And the last pro is the plot idea. So, like, unlike in the new version where they have the childhood one, and spoiler alert, they're making a second one where they're adults. Like, in the original one, the only scenes as childhood is, like, flashbacks. So, like, it starts off with Mike, finding Pennywise being back 30 years later, calling everybody individually, and then it shows their childhood flashbacks. And throughout the movie, it'll show the flashbacks of all the kids and all their experiences. And that is like how we get an understanding of who Pennywise is and what they had to go through as children. And it like sets the scene. That's like half the movie is them as kids, and it's only flashbacks, and half the movie is them as the adults. And so basically, I think that was a phenomenal idea. That like we have to give applause to the creators of the 1990 version for like it's 10 times better than just having like a original movie and a second sequel. Like that's always been done before. They have like this original idea, and it was just overall good. Okay, so the first con for the 1990 version is the quality of the video. So, like, I mean, it's the 1990s, what do you expect? But still, this has to be a con. So, the quality, like, when Pennywise comes out of the drain and to see Eddie. Eddie's the kid with asthma, I remember his name now. But so, when he sees Eddie, he comes out of the drain in the shower room, the quality of, like, the animation and stuff was, like, claymation of him, like, busting the ground out and then he's appearing. Then also when they kill Pennywise as kids, he like goes into the sewer, like they use clay to like show him going into the small hole of the sewer. And it's just really bad. And also like the camera quality is not good, but so basically the next one is that it's bad actor and actress bird just chirped. Bad actor and actress choicing. And so like they chose Bev. I already went over this. Mike, I think his name is the bigger kid. And so, like, the acting in the original one is not as good because he's not even that big. And then, I just feel like Bill in the original one didn't feel like as good of, as the actor could be. And same with Bev. I already went over this, but so I was basically just repeating what I said. And then we come to our last con. And I know you're like, MacChats, no, why do you have to make the video over? This is quality content. Everybody loves you. Yeah, I know. Why do you have to end this video? Why can't it last forever? That's what I'm thinking. But all good things must come to an end. And so, the last con is that it's lair. In the original one, they hang out in the swamp area. And they're like this sewage plant, I guess it's like this big, like, pipe system. And it's, like, a building more than anything. And so they're in the building, and that's where it lives. Like, it's connected to sewers, but it's more of a building. Like, in the mountain, that leads out to the swamp. And it's just a weird vibe. It doesn't seem like its lair. And the original one was just phenomenal. Like, all the sewage traps that they had to go through, and then the giant lair, or Pennywise does his famous... Oh, I'm gonna knock something over. He does, like, the dance, a weird dancing that's a meme now. And so, like, with just the mounds of garbage and all the floating kids just dangling there and all the sewers pouring out, it was just, like, a terrific set. Like, this movie is great. Did I mention that it's the top-grossing R-rated horror movie ever? There's a new fact that you learn. Facts with MacChats. Order in the court! Order in the court! I made my decision. Overall, the new It is the better movie. Yes, you heard me. 2017 It is the better movie. That's my final decision, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to tell your friends. Make sure you tell me what you want me to do next. Make sure you like, comment, view, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the flip-flop. Peace. Saw some spit there. Alright.